Hello, my name is Keshwani. That's Keshwani, Keshwani. I have been solving math problems for GRE out of this book here, practicing to take the GRE General Test, the 10th edition. If you do not own this book already, purchase one immediately. You're going to need it in order to prepare for the exam. That's the only book where you will find real exams. The problem that I'm about to solve is the one that you're going to find on page number 328, quantitative comparison questions, hence the QC, quantitative comparison question number 10. Let's take a look at it. They give us a picture, so let me reproduce the picture on the blackboard. Voila. So this outside triangle is what they're calling PQR, the three vertices, and they tell us that the segment QS, this segment QS, let's show segment QS, this segment QS, we are told, bisects PQR. PQR, this angle, PQR, right here. This line bisects PQR. What does bisect means? It means cuts it in half, cuts in equal parts. In other words, this angle equals this angle X that they show us. So if this is X, so is this. This is also X. Alright, so far so good. What else do they tell us? They also tell us that RS bisects, where is RS? Right here, RS bisects. Let's see if we can find a different color. It's too bad I don't have a... There's a yellow, we'll see, right here. This RS bisects QRP, maybe they say PRQ, let's see how they say it. RS, this line, bisects PQR, or rather PRQ, PRQ, or no, it wouldn't be PQR, PQR would have meant, whatever letter that appears in the middle is the angle that we're talking about. So here when they say angle P, oh, this is not legible at all. What even happened? If they talk about angle PRQ, then whatever appears in the middle is the point they're talking about. PRQ, they're talking about this angle here. PRQ, this angle right here. This angle is also bisected. So if the top part is Y, then so is the bottom part. In other words, this angle that you see here, has been cut into half. So if this is Y, this is Y. And this angle up here, angle Q here, has been cut into half. This half and that half. What are we going to do with all this information? I don't know. Let's take a look. Maybe I'm making a fuss about it for no reason. Maybe it's not that difficult. Sometimes I cannot, Anyway, let's take a look at it. They want you to compare X versus Y. That's all. Well, we know that the sum of the... So let's make a note here. QS bisects angle PQR. PQ. See again, Q appears in the middle. That's this. PQR. This angle is cut into two halves. If this is X, this is X. And then similarly, segment RS bisects angle PRQ. Again, R appears in the middle. PRQ, this angle right here has been cut into half. If this is Y, then so is this one. We also know that the sum of angles in a triangle equals 180. we know that sum of angles in a triangle, any old triangle, doesn't have to be any particular triangle. In any triangle, the sum of the degrees of all angles inside the triangle is 180. It's just an axiom. It's just how we define our universe. It's like saying there are 12 inches in a foot, or there are 60 minutes in a second. No, there actually aren't 60 minutes in a second, but you understood what I meant. So that similarly, we have defined our universe in such a way that a triangle, we said that all the angles inside a triangle, we're just going to call it 180. Why not 300? I don't know, it's just 180. That's how we define it. It's axiomatic. Axiom is something that is true by definition, because that is how it is defined. And if something is true by definition, if something is an axiom, it is said to be axiomatic. Anyway, enough of that. So sum of the angles in a triangle is 180. We're going to use that information here. So we know that angle P here, this angle right here, this angle right here, angle P which is 80 degrees, plus angle Q, which we know is 2 times x, plus angle R, which we know is 2 times y. All of this, the 80 plus 2x plus y, has to equal 180. Because that is the definition of a triangle. So if you were to subtract 80 from both sides, what you end up is 2 plus 2x plus 2y equals 100. And if you were to divide the whole equation by 2, divide these two terms by 2 and divide this by 2, you'll end up with x plus y equals 50. And that is all we can do. That is about as far as we can go. And they want you to compare. Let me erase this part here so we can have the room. They want us to compare column A versus column B, x versus y. What can you tell us about? They're asking us what can we tell them about angle x, the quantity x rather, and quantity y. And the answer to that question, we know that they add up to 50. We know their sum is 50. But they want us to tell them something about x and y. How does it compare? How does x compare to y? What they're asking us, what can you tell us about x and y individually? To which the answer would be, not a hell of a lot. We know that together they add up to 50. But we do not know, maybe this is 10 and this is 40, or maybe this is 40 and this is 40 and this is 10, or maybe this is 25 and this is 25. So they could be both equal, in which case the answer would be C, or one could be the other larger than the other, in which case the answer would be either A or a B. We do not know. All we know is that x and y, whatever they are, they have to add up to 50, because they would have to add up to 50, because this x and this x will make a 50, this pair, this x and this x and this y, this pair would make a 50. Similarly, this x and this y, this pair would make a 50. So this pair, 50 plus 50 is 100, plus the 80, that's your 180. And that's all we can say, but we cannot say anything at all about x and y individually. Therefore, the answer is D. As I told you, x and y could both be 25, or one could be 10, the other could be 40, or one could be 15, the other could be 35, who knows? That's it, that's all there is. It wasn't that bad actually. I probably made too much fuss for no reason at all, because 60% of people, 3/5 of the people who took this exam did manage to get it right. 59% to be more precise. I hope you found it helpful. If you wish to get hold of me for personal private tutoring, I tutor face-to-face tutoring. Obviously, I do individual tutoring face-to-face. I also tutor over the internet via Skype, and I also do consultation tutoring, provide tutoring services over telephone. Some people have used it and they find it beneficial. So if there is anything at all that I can help you in your preparation for GRE, go to my website at www.for4gre.com and send me an email. Or you can go to www.KeshwaniPrep.com and send me an email. Alright? Thank you.